Welcome to day 6 of our 22 days of prayer. As we get started, let's prepare our hearts as we worship. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. At the beginning of the Lord's Prayer, Jesus starts with 3 requests that draw our eyes closer to God himself. Glorify his name, spread his kingdom, accomplish his will. In the next line, Jesus puts a focus on us. He said to pray, give us today our daily bread. Wow, after instructing us to pray about the holiness of God's name, the coming of his reign, and the accomplishments of his will, he instructs us to pray, give us today our daily bread. I have 3 girls, and I work with preschoolers all the time, and I just love listening to kids pray. When my girls pray before dinner, their prayers are sweet and simple. They thank God for their food, their house, for their family and friends, and they pray that we stay healthy and have fun. How often are my prayers focused on these everyday basic needs for food, for shelter, and for love? Jesus is asking us to pray for those things, our everyday needs, the needs we often take for granted. It is so easy to be preoccupied with the big stuff: sickness, job stress, schools, politics. There's just so much more. I seem to spend most of my prayer time there. The focus is typically on my most giant worries. And God does want us to bring all of our big stuff to Him. But besides that, Jesus wants us to recognize our dependence on God for our most basic human needs, the little stuff. Give us today our daily bread was meant as just that, a prayer for bread, a basic need to be sustained. To be honest, when I look around my house, open my pantry and my fridge, look through drawers of clothing, I sometimes take for granted that I am dependent on God for all of those things, every single one of those needs. This is a prayer for all seasons of life, and it's a prayer for all of God's people. It is a prayer for those whose cabinets are empty and for those who have a basement stocked with emergency food. It is a daily prayer to bring our focus back to our dependence on God. Let's spend time today praying for the most basic needs, the need for food, safe water, shelter. Praying, "Give us this day our daily bread," reminds us that all good things come from God. It calls our hearts to gratitude. It places our dependence on God foremost in our minds. Daily reminding ourselves of reliance on God for our basic needs can transform our prayers and grow our relationship with Christ.